On episode 337 of Nintendo Switchcraft, we've got a couple of really short segments to talk about. First off, Tetris 99 is here. We've got some DLC for it and the Nintendo download, plus feedback from you, those stories and more, or maybe not more, on this episode of Nintendo Switchcraft. Let's get started. Stick around. Switchcraft is brought to you live 3 times a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern and on Saturday, whatever time I can get to it. Tune in live over at twitch.tv/runjumpstomp. This episode is brought to you by Mikey B Playin'. Get Switchcraft and my other content for as little as $1 over at patreon.com/runjumpstomp. Well, we've got 2 stories to talk about today, and well, maybe 3. Well, 3 and a lizard? I don't know. We've got not a lot to talk about today, and that's because I'm recording this Friday night. It's almost 10 o'clock at night, and I've just been jam-packed. I've not had a lot of time, and I'm going to Comic-Con tomorrow, so I won't be able to record a live episode, so I figured let's record something so that people have something to listen to as they drive around to wherever it is that they're going. I would have recorded after work today, but I was recording my other show, Run Jump Stomp. I had a guest on, and I didn't want to put that guest out by having them record at some other time. So we recorded a really good long episode about loot boxes and legal issues, the PlayStation state of play, and Final Fantasy VII. We talked about a lot of stuff. It was Scott Johnson from the Frog Pants Network. I'm a big fan of his, and he came on my show to talk about that stuff with me. So make sure that you subscribe to Run Jump Stomp over at runjumpstomp.com/shows. But today on this show, I'm going to talk really quickly about Tetris. The reason I want to talk about Tetris is for 2 reasons. First off, Tetris 99 just got a big, well, they call it the Big Block DLC. All right, the Big Block DLC is on the eShop now for $9.99. It adds offline mode, so now you can play Tetris 99 without being online. It says battle 98 bots in CPU battle and survive in marathon mode to clear the most lines possible. Stay tuned for more on additional upcoming game modes. If you don't know what Tetris 99 is, it's basically Tetris Battle Royale. It's you versus 98 other people, and as you make matches, you send garbage lines to the other people, and you want to knock them out so that you are the last person standing. It's really fun, and I like it a lot. However, as more time has passed since the game has come out, the people who are playing online, their skill level has continually increased. Mine has not. My skill level pretty much just stays the same because I don't really play it a lot. I just play it once in a while, and I just can't hang. I play, and most of the time I get to the top 20. Every once in a while I'll get to the top 10. The highest I've ever gotten is 2nd place, and I don't think that there's ever a chance that I'll ever get Tetris Maximus, which is what they call it when you're the last person standing. I don't think I'll ever get that. Now, why do I keep playing it? Because it's really fun, and I like Tetris. And it's there's only 2 ways that you can play Tetris on the Nintendo Switch. One of them is Tetris 99, which, if you didn't know, it is a free game if you subscribe to Nintendo Switch Online. And otherwise, you can't play it. Until now. Now you can. The other way to play Tetris on the Nintendo Switch is Tetris, Puyo Tetris, which is $40, I believe, on the Nintendo eShop. It's a combination of Puyo and Tetris. You can play just Tetris on it, you can play just Puyo on it, and you can play this weird combination of the 2 where you're playing both games at once. It's really weird, and it's really good. I very much enjoy it. But that's $40, and this is 10. So if you're looking for a way to play Tetris without subscribing to Nintendo Switch Online, then I think that Tetris Big Block DLC is for you. Now, I'm not sure because I don't have any way to test this myself. Okay. So I'm not absolutely sure if you have to have Nintendo Switch Online in order to take advantage of this add-on content. So I'm looking at Nintendo Switch eShop right now. Okay. Let me bring it up on the screen for those of you watching over at my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/runjumpstomp. So I'm looking at the website now, and here it says this game supports online play, and I don't see anywhere where it's required to have access. Okay, and then if I look at the DLC, it says right down here, it came out on May 9th. That's yesterday. Get additional modes for Tetris 99 as they are released with a one-time purchase of this DLC. Game modes included are CPU Battle, play Tetris 99 against one of the offline against 98 CPU players, or Marathon, where you just try and go as far as you can. More information on upcoming game modes to follow at a later date. Download the Tetris 99 software for free on the Nintendo eShop to play the Big Block DLC. I don't know if you can play this game without having Nintendo Switch Online. However, what I do know is that you can download the game without having Nintendo Switch Online, because people have told me as such. They've told me that they have not been, like, they weren't subscribed and they were able to download it. They just couldn't play. Like, everything had like little locks on it. And in order to unlock it, you had to subscribe. But I feel like this is Nintendo pulling like a gateway drug kind of thing. They're gonna allow people to play for $10 the Tetris 99 thing offline, where you're just playing the game offline, and then if you want to play the online portion, then you subscribe to it. I think it's a pretty good idea. Now, I know that there are people who say, well, but we are subscribing to this game and we should get it for free. I understand that, but if you want the game to be supported, then you need to make sure that it's making money. And yes, Nintendo is making money by having you subscribe to the Nintendo Switch Online, but honestly, I don't know that there's any way for them to say, oh, well, we're making money because of Tetris. Like, they don't know if they're making money because of Splatoon 2 or Smash Brothers or ARMS, or when Mario Maker 2 comes out later on this year. Like, they don't really know why you specifically decided to pony up the dough for your Nintendo Switch Online subscription. So having them say, look, if you really like Tetris, pay the $10 and then we can afford to put more into it. I understand why people are unhappy, but it just doesn't bother me that much, because this is the cheapest way for you to play Tetris on the Nintendo Switch, and it's only $10 for a fantastic Tetris game. It's really, really good. Tangentially, I don't know if that's a word, but off on a tangent that is related to this, there was also on the eShop, Puyo Champions just came out. Puyo, actually, let me go to Nintendo's website on this. Puyo Champions just came out, and it's kind of related to this because I just was talking about Puyo Tetris. That game is also $10. So if you want to have most of what you get from Puyo Tetris, buy yourself Puyo Champions. Buy yourself your subscription, not subscription. Buy yourself the big block DLC for Tetris 99, and you'll be more than halfway there for half the price, because those two things cost $10 a piece, and Puyo Tetris costs $40. Although I bet you can probably find it on sale someplace. Puyo Champions, I ended up picking up, and I had some fun with it. It's really good. I would not recommend that you play online, but if you've got people to sit down with at home and play couch co-op, or just to try kind of chill out and play against the computer, it's a great game and I recommend it. I like it a lot. The one thing about it that I hate is I wish that I could turn off the in-game voices. Like you can turn off the sound effects if you want, but that turns off all the sound effects. And I don't want to turn off all the sound effects. I just want to turn off the in-game voices because I find them to be very, very irritating. Now, I know that that is something that has been in Puyo for a while because it's in Puyo Puyo Tetris as well. But every time you make a match, like characters are constantly screaming and stuff. If you pick the right character, it's a lot less irritating. Like I like the guy who has one red eye and one blue eye, but like, just because of his voice, I don't find his voice to be irritating. Most of the characters I find to have irritating voices, but you know, I still think it's worth it to play the game because I find it to be a lot of fun. I'm a big fan of it. If you're gonna play it online, you're in for a very bad experience unless you are extremely good at this game. It is really, really like high skill ceiling. This is a very, very high skill ceiling game. And if you're not super, super good at it, you're going to get your ass handed to you every single time. It's rough out there. That being said, if there's interest, what I think I may do is set up a tournament. Maybe we'll do like a $5 eShop gift card. So if you win, you could be getting this game for half price, basically. I'm going to set up a tournament sometime in the very near future, probably not tonight and definitely not tomorrow and not Sunday either because that's Mother's Day. I'm going to be very busy all weekend, so I won't do it right away. But sometime in the near future, I'm going to set up a tournament. We'll get a bracket going and people can play against each other to win because you can play against your friends. It seems like quite easily. None of my friends on my friends list have this game yet, so I wasn't able to test it. But there's a button right there that says play against friends. So I think that that's going to work pretty well. So if you are interested in joining our little tournament, it's super easy to do. Just head on over to runjumpstomp.com/discord, and on there, let me bring up my Discord right now. In the Discord, there is a tournament channel right here. You can see the tournament channel. Go in there and just, you know, keep an eye out there, and I will let you know when. Why does that say that I'm streaming right now? Okay, I'm not streaming right now. Oh, it's because I got reruns running on my Twitch channel. Okay, never mind. So what was I about to say? Oh, yes. So join up on the Discord and go into the tournament and just keep an eye on there. And as soon as I let you guys know when, or as soon as I post there, you'll be among the first to know when the tournament is and what the details will be and how you can sign up and all that stuff. There's a lot of fun to be had over on our Discord as well. Okay, so that's it for news stories for today, really. Oh, no. I've got the Nintendo download. All right, here is the Nintendo download. There's not much for me to talk about. Again, I already covered a lot of this on Thursday's episode. May 10th, oh, that's today. Saints Row the Third comes out. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure that you check that out. Nintendo has a really strange thing that they're posting here. My Nintendo Splatoon 2 relationship chart. I don't know what the hell that means. The Squid Research Lab has compiled a pretty easy to understand printable Splatoon 2 relationship chart. Redeem your Nintendo points and download this high-resolution PDF to reacquaint yourself with friendly faces and find out how they're all connected. I cannot imagine anybody doing that, but I'm sure that some people will. I certainly won't. Let's see. Nintendo is supporting Nintendo fans with a Box Boy and Box Girl wallpaper discount. Again, why would you pay for a wallpaper? I don't understand, but okay. And then we've got some other games that are coming out. Let's see what jumps out at me here. For the King is a game that I saw the footage of, and I was a little interested. It's got like this cool top-down element, but then in combat, it seems like you're in this 3D behind the character turn-based style thing. It looks really cool. I like the hex shape on there. I don't know much about this game. It's currently $19.99 on the Nintendo Switch eShop, and I think that seems like it might be interesting. Another game that I would say is interesting is Over the Top Tower Defense. I interviewed one of the developers. The game is at $7.99, and let me mute it. It's really fun. I've only played like 2 or 3. Oh my god, I didn't mean to have that on. Sorry for your ears. I only played a couple of levels on it, but it seems fun, and it's a little bit different than most tower defense because you also have like these characters that you run around with that are basically mobile towers. But I thought it was kind of cool. So if you are interested in that at all, there you go. And Redout comes out on May 14th. That game looks pretty cool. It looks like a F-Zero and Wipeout style kind of game. We've been waiting for an F-Zero game for a while, and I don't know that we're ever going to get one. Oh, look at that one. Looks like a Star Wars pod racing thing. And then is there anything else that is jumping out at me? Not really. But you know, like I said, it's a pretty short and sweet episode this week, just because I've got so much stuff going on this weekend. Let's go right back to, I think that I closed my my show notes. Let's go to the feedback.
Paperboy from Mindscape for your Nintendo Entertainment System.
Ben and Max Gaming sent a tweet, and you can easily tweet at me at RunJumpStomp on Twitter and use the hashtag Nintendo Switchcraft. They tweeted at me. They said, "So I'm not through the whole podcast yet, but maybe they could do Mario Kart as a free title for online subscribers." So what they're referring to is I said that Nintendo needs to find something that appeals to the people who are subscribing to Nintendo Switch Online, kind of like they did with Tetris 99. So that's what they're referring to, and they think maybe the next Mario Kart game could be that. And they said, in addition to revenue from online, they could sell DLC tracks pretty easily. I'm sure this idea has been suggested already, but I can't remember, and I don't think I've ever heard anybody suggest that. I don't think it's likely either. In fact, I replied, I said, I don't know. That would probably tick off all the people that already paid for Mario. And he said, no, not Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Mario Kart 9, or whatever the next Mario Kart is. Because I've talked about many times that I think that Mario Kart should be more of a game as a service thing. And while that's clearly what he's saying here, Mario Kart is a game as a service, the idea that it's free is really odd to me. The way I look at it, and actually now that I think about the way that he said it, is if the game is free for Nintendo Switch Online subscribers and then you sell DLC so that I subscribe to it and then I buy these tracks because, you know what? Okay, I got what he's saying. I subscribe to the online, so I get the game for free. Then if I want certain tracks, I can buy those tracks as DLC. That makes a lot of sense. What I think would be an even better way to do it is, let me think for a second. Okay, sell the game for full price. It's a $60 game. We're talking Mario Kart. And I don't even like the idea of throwing a 9 on it. I'm just talking Mario Kart. Okay, you sell Mario Kart for full price. It's a $60 game, and then all of the DLC tracks are free for Nintendo Switch Online subscribers, or you pay for them if you want to get them for offline play. I think that would be a better move, and I think it would be viewed better by the customers. But I'm curious as to what you guys think. Do you think that that's a good idea or a bad idea? Do you remember those old Animaniacs commercials with the good idea, bad idea, and the guy had like an egg for a face? If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to Google, type in good idea, bad idea, Animaniacs, and then get ready to laugh at some ridiculous stuff. Oh, speaking of Mario Kart, there was a little Mario Kart sound there. Become a part of the community over at our Discord, runjumpstomp.com/Discord. I told you this was going to be a short episode today. You can also watch the show live over at twitch.tv/runjumpstomp. Get a hold of me by using @runjumpstomp on Twitter and use the hashtag Nintendo Switchcraft because I've got a bunch of different shows. Speaking of those other shows, if you want to check them out, please do over at runjumpstomp.com/shows. If you want to support the show, it's easy to do. Head on over to runjumpstomp.com/thank you. The music you are hearing right now is Corneria Star Fox remix by Noteblock. Thank you for hanging out with me. Sorry there's no live show today. I will see you guys all next time. Bye-bye.